We are talking about a busy weather period over the next 24 to 36 hours. Rain, that's right, some snow, a little bit of severe weather as well, and much colder temperatures coming in Thursday into Friday, all behind and because of, rather, a cold front coming through the area. Let's get right to the forecast. Before we do, if you haven't downloaded the new free weather app, well, go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and download that app. It'll take just a few minutes, and it's easy to set up and user-friendly. So anybody can run it. Now let's get to the highs for today. We talked about this yesterday. There's that cold front, where that lives today, and how fast it travels through the state really is indicative of how the temperatures will shake down through the day today. But we're looking mostly in the southeastern part of the state, highs staying well above average, right in the low to mid 70s. We're right in the transition zone here in Hastings, Grand Island, and Kearney, right in the 50s to 60s to low 70s. But off to the northwest and west, we're looking at a transition from 40s down to 30s the farther northwest you go, and the panhandle is looking at some winter weather potentially as we get through the day. Let's look at the overnight lows, dipping back into the 20s and 30s around the entire state. Obviously, the coldest overnight readings will come off to the west and northwest as our highs not rebounding at all. We'll see Friday, kind of a chilly day for those high school playoffs, football that is. We're looking at highs only in the 40s with some residual rain and mixed rain snow showers throughout the day. We might even get a little bit of accumulation of snowfall in the central part of the state. A little bit, but it is possible. As we look at our rainfall forecast amounts, you do better the farther east and southeast you go in the state. Off to the west, a little less, but we're generally looking at about an eighth to a quarter of an inch in most places with this system pushing through. And then we talk about the severe weather. That slight risk, the yellow area has been trimmed back down to Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, leaving us here on Friday, Thursday into Friday, overnight that is, with the marginal risk, so some hail and some wind most likely out of this, and then that threat shifts to the east and southeast on Friday. Now let's take a look here at the forecast, futurecast. There you can see that snow pushing through generally along and west of Highway 83. It should be a wet, heavy snow mixing in with some rain at times, but accumulating snowfall is possible, even though, albeit on the light side, we are looking at the potential for a little bit of snow, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches, maybe some local or heavier amounts of 2 to 3 inches, especially the further west you go, but it is possible. And then as we look at those 7-day forecast here in the south central part of Nebraska, a chilly day on Friday, then we start to rebound to more seasonal type temperatures here around the 50s and 60s. So next week looks sunny and dry again. Broken Bow, Ord, and Thetford, much of the same here. We'll see temperatures overall pretty much within a few degrees of one another. Here's Valentine and Ainsworth and O'Neill up to the north. We're looking once again at a mix of 40s and 50s. So definitely that fall weather, albeit late, is coming back into the picture. Looking off to the west, again, we're all going to see those rain snow chances tonight through Friday, and then once again transitioning back to slightly warmer weather and sunny conditions as we get through the week. Thanks for watching the forecast. I know it was a little longer than normal, but there's a lot to talk about. Have a good Thursday, and we'll have more updates on Friday.